I have something I really want to get off my chest. Trump is effed. He's effed. The people around him are effed. The Republicans, they're effed. There's no way out of this. And every day it gets worse and worse and worse. And all I can sit and do is wonder how on earth people think Trump is still going to be in there by 2028. And this is my new favorite picture. We'll see if TikTok lets that stay up there. So, yeah, those emails. How about them emails? So I woke up early. I have a nice cough. And I was looking at X. And I didn't see the thing with Laura Ingraham and him about the America has no talent. That was a severe blow. And already I've said Trump is, altogether no, Trump is, yeah. He is. He just is. And I know a lot of you get scared to believe that because of the election and stuff like that, but I would have it tattooed here, except it would be ugly. But that's how sure I am. I want a tattoo at this point. That thing with Laura Ingraham messed them up. And I can't post screenshots on here from X because I will get some sort of violation, copyright violations. Okay, Elon. So I'm going to read some of them about just that. That's before we get to the news this morning. When he said that to Laura Ingraham, it broke my heart. I may not be educated, but I'm not stupid either. What happened to President Trump? This one I love. She has a ton of followers. And it's things that I bring up all the time that I know have to be breaking people away from him. I can tell what the specific things are going to be that are going to impact the cult or his supporters. So I'm going to read this to you. This lady says, Trump is in the middle of the longest losing streak of his political life. It's just one mistake after another. Inviting Al-Qaeda to the White House. I actually don't know what that is. So floating 15-year car loans, floating 50-year mortgages, arranging discounts for fat loss drugs. Yikes. Trump voters, arrest somebody. Trump. Gaza will be beachfront condos. Trump. AI is great. Trump. Let's cut costs on Ozempic. Trump voters, arrest somebody. Trump. Buy your pills at Trump RX. Trump voters, arrest somebody. Trump. Pfizer is great. Trump voters, arrest somebody. Trump. I'll be dining with Bill Gates. Trump voters, arrest somebody. Trump. Look at my new ballroom. Voters, arrest somebody. Trump. Where's my Nobel Prize? Trump voters, arrest somebody. 50-year mortgages, arrest somebody. Put my name on a football stadium. Arrest somebody. Vote for Lindsey Graham. Trump will not survive this. Amen, sister. Amen. We've got Trump is dividing MAGA all on his own. MAGA is dead. We just want America first. Trump ain't delivering. You're in the Trump personality cult if you think he is. This guy is very right-wing. Voted for Trump 3 times. He had the best opportunity in the world to accomplish big things in the last 10 months, and he's just face planted over and over. He has until midterms to do something, and he's losing momentum. I told my wife a few months ago the difference between Trump 1 and Trump 2 was that Trump 1 didn't seem to have a direction, and Trump 2 had come in and immediately worked to secure a set agenda. He has drifted from that back into the aimless wandering that characterized his first term. He abandoned MAGA. He was friends with the Clintons, after all. Perhaps he is a Trojan horse for their plans? When a president loses faith in his own people, he forfeits the nation's soul. To distrust your citizens while flooding the country with 600,000 students from a rival power isn't leadership, it's betrayal. A nation without trust cannot stand. We got Trump with all his H-1B visa crap and Chinese student visas, and Vance was celebrating AI eliminating American jobs and becoming predominant in the workforce. Gavin Newsom has to feel real good about 2028 right now. MAGA is dead, and that's a good thing. Let's rebuild the Republican Party by first kicking Trump and Vance out of the party. Right wing. Now, a lot of the stuff about the Epstein emails and stuff, that's kind of all over the place. But you do have ones that are saying, I love the president, but if true, he should be impeached and jailed. If not, however, or whoever came up with this needs to face the consequences. So there's a lot of like, well, that's not proof, and it doesn't say that he did anything. Like, whatever. It is still a prosecutor's dream to get these emails. And there's so much more in there. Like, those files are so fucking toxic. And a lot of it has to do with finances of the elite and the corruption behind all of it. The stuff that pisses both sides off. Like, yeah, the sex trafficking, yeah, obviously awful. But I think to see the corruption of money and manipulation, the way they control everything, and it's just all a bunch of dark crap, you know, and they're all in on it, they're all part of it. I think that pisses off both sides equally. So anyway, he's just so fucked. He's just so fucked. And then, you know, with the different states saying that they refuse to gerrymander. Like, they're not going to do it. He's calling them up saying, you have to do it. And they're like, yeah, no. And a judge said, no, we're not doing that. We're going to give that Republican seat to a Democrat or whatever it was in Utah. And then we had the Republican judge that stepped down so he could speak out. You have UK saying, ew, gross. We don't want to share intel with you about stuff because we don't want to be busted for war crimes. Because no one really knows what's going on down in the Caribbean. Just boats going, poof, being evaporated. I pray that isn't literally just little boats with innocent people on them, because that is terrifying. But, you know, Pete Higgs has got to do something to keep his job. So, anyway, Trump is on the Epstein list, or he knows about it, or whatever, and it's not a hoax, and he's full of shit. And everyone now, Trump is